What up, YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or wherever you are watching this today? We got a special video for you today. I know we usually are talking just strictly real estate. Now I'm gonna stay, a little bit on topic, but a little off topic. Why not? Today we're gonna talk about the power of running your life like a business. Now, as you can see on screen here, I have my weekly schedule. Now, this is the schedule I go off of on a weekly basis. Of course, it's never perfect, it's never 100% on point, but this is what I always refer back to, look at, run off of on a general day-to-day basis. Now, most of the time, I'm at least like 75, 80, 85% on point with it. If something comes up, I gotta move around. That's what I gotta do. Shift, adjust, adapt. That's part of life. So the reason I'm making this type of video, I'm gonna make several. I'm gonna start off with the weekly schedule portion of this, and just as a general starting point for everybody to go off of. But I'm gonna go into training regimen that I do for boxing, my nutrition, my real estate schedule. I'm gonna be starting some coaching soon for boxing, so talking about that a little bit as well. But I want to show you guys why being on this regimented, ritualistic in a way, having that type of lifestyle is very beneficial, why it's benefited me, the things I've learned, things I've realized, things I've come to, improvements I've made from just simply having things written down, having things planned out, but at the same time being very adaptable. Now, this goes back to my slogan, I guess you would say, something I always tell myself and something I put out there to people is being set in your ways, yet willing to change at any moment for the better. So it's really a long-winded version of saying I'm adaptable. I'm stubborn. I guess you could say stubborn. I'm stubborn. I'm set in my ways. This is what I do. This is how I do it. This is why I do it. But if something or someone, or for whatever reason, I catch wind, or I realize, or I come to a conclusion that changing or shifting or adjusting or adapting would be better and would benefit me more and other people more, then I will do that without hesitation. So I'm just gonna take you guys through this real quick, kind of show you a general outline of my week. Not gonna make this video too long. I'm gonna go into other parts like I've mentioned and kind of go in more detail in those, but I want to show you guys why this is so important to me and how it can benefit you as well. So as you can see, I got my weekly schedule. So we're gonna start out with the color key here over on the left side. So as you can see, we got green. I have my morning routine. In red, boxing. Blue is more like a nighttime routine or things that are kind of getting me ready to wind down for the day. Orange is real estate. Purple are side hustles. So right now, my Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are all very, very locked in, loaded, and I'm always firing. I'm very focused on me pushing my personal goals forward on Monday through Wednesday. For the most part. Now, that's not completely 100% accurate, but let's just look at this here. We got Monday, 5:30 a.m., wake up. What I like to do is always leave at least a 15 minute if I can, or 30 minute if possible, gap between each section, because you're never gonna be exactly on time, on point, to the second with everything. So it's a big benefit I've noticed to start doing that, because I didn't before for a while. Now we got 5:30 wake up, 5:40 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Wake and shake and get ready. Now you're like, what the hell is wake and shake? Wake and shake, I'm just waking up. I have my little shaker bottle ready. It's got my, about, 16 ounces of water in it, 20 ounces. It's got a scoop of AG1, a scoop of mud water, some electrolytes, and some creatine. All shaken up. That's what I take every morning before I go train or before I go do whatever I do. Now, shout out to AG1 guys and mud water. Honestly, these things have been helping me majorly in terms of digestion, energy, replacing coffee for the most part. So get ready, just brush the teeth, get ready, get changed, get things ready to go, and get out the door. Now we got boxing, of course. I leave about a 3-hour time period for that, because usually it goes 2.5, but it can't go up to 3 hours. So I make sure I leave plenty of time, and I'm not gonna be cutting anything out in terms of training, because boxing is just one of the best things. Has been the best thing and the most crucial thing in my life into developing my discipline, my mindset, my emotional state, my physical state, the way I think, the way I sleep, eat, train, live my life, build relationships. Everything can be taught through boxing because it's so hard, it transfers over very well to other things because other things are easier than getting punched in the face. So we got training. Next up, I have real estate team meeting. That's every other week. And if we're not doing that, then I will be hitting the door knocking. From there, as you guys know, or maybe don't know, I'm doing a podcast with a friend, a very good friend and business partner of mine, called the Words of Pinder podcast. That's going to be pumping out pretty soon here. More episodes are going to be coming up. We just got a couple done. So as those come out, you'll be seeing those come up as well. Right now, I have an open availability here for a snack or just a little break here. Right now, I've been really eating 2 meals a day. We'll be going into that in depth in the nutrition video and the diet video that I do on running your life like a business. Recently, I haven't been having snacks in the middle of the day. I've been pushing that off a little bit just to stay a little bit stricter on my 2 meals, and that's it. But I leave that open right now. I have it there still. And then I have about an hour and a half for some weekly catch-up. So like maybe editing a video, recording a video if I didn't over the weekend, some extra door knocking if I don't have anything else to do, maybe some follow-ups, maybe some just back-end administration work, that kind of thing. Set my ways, but willing to change at any moment for the better. So this is very adaptable. I'm going into this schedule multiple times a week, adjusting if need be. Some days I won't, or excuse me, some weeks, some months, it'll stay just like it is right now. But there's some days, some weeks where I go in all the time and I'm shifting it up, changing it up, adapting, adjusting, refining, redefining, all of the above. So I get my dinner, about 45 minutes, chill out, maybe watch whatever's on the TV, hang out, just relax for a minute, wind down, and then I get ready to make my next day's meal. We'll go into that, as I said, in the next, or in one of the future videos. Then that evening, I like to do about 4 miles each day, generally 30-something minutes, but I leave a little extra time, 45 minutes to get it done. And as I mentioned before, there's always that little 15-minute buffer in between each section of the day. So I have 5:30 to 5:45, 6:30 to 6:45, 8:15 to 8:30. So, generally at around 8:30, I'm showering and then getting to bed 9:15-ish and sleeping as close to 8 hours or more if I can. Recently, and I've been receiving the message from above that I need to, I suppose, improve my sleep schedule a little bit more, or learn more about sleep in general, the effects of good sleep and bad sleep, how to properly sleep, the timing in terms of eating and laying down and putting your phone away and all that jazz. Of course, you can only be so perfect, but it's something that I want to refine a little bit more. And as you can see, as I get later in the week, I have question marks because my side gig I'm working right now at PF Chang's, it does vary. Sometimes I'll eat before, sometimes I'll eat after, sometimes down here, look, on a Friday, I'll decide to do a fast. Today's Saturday, but I'm fasting today. There's variables, and I make sure to note that down. So if you have variables in your schedule where it's not completely set every week, still put it down, still write it there, but you can follow this template that I have here for you, but of course make it your own. So guys, that's pretty much the basics there. You see, we don't gotta go into every single day here. Like, you get the gist. Things are very regimented, very organized, very on point, but I'm always adjusting it, always making it better when I can. Now guys, some of the benefits I've noticed from doing this is I'm constantly noticing potential shortcomings in the things I do, whether it be schedule or something I do during the day. I notice what I'm doing well, how I can do it better, and with what I'm doing wrong, how I can fix it and do it right, or do it correct, or just improve it in general. Having this schedule regimented inspires me to constantly improve in every aspect of my life, because once you notice that you're getting very on point and very business minded about your time, it bleeds into other aspects of life. Just like I mentioned, boxing, you can learn so much through boxing and implement it in the rest of your life. Even creating a schedule, it starts to bleed into everything else, like nutrition, like sleep, like working out, your health, your relationships with people, your business, whatever it may be. Everything is connected in life. A piece of advice I'd like to give, feel free to take it, feel free to throw this in the garbage, but look at life as one whole. Don't look at your life as, oh, I do this and I do this and I do this and I do this. Like, oh, I got work, I got working out, I got my family life, I got my friends, I've got this other thing that I do. Find the connections between everything and how you can take a lot of base principles you learn and all that, put the red string between everything and create a web. If someone asks me what my life's work is, I tell them my life is my work. Ever since I've started living in that sort of manner, I've noticed connections every day, epiphanies all the time, growth all the time, internally, externally, emotionally, mentally. My intuition from doing this type of stuff has grown much stronger. My understanding of myself, my strengths and my weaknesses has improved. I'm excited to improve now. I'm excited to try new things, learn, experiment, test out, trial and error with things. When you don't live in this way and you try to start and you're getting started with it, it feels like a pain in the ass, not gonna lie. It feels like, man, I gotta be always like conscious about this and I gotta think about, oh, trying to make this better and how I just wanna kind of live as you will. Just kind of do whatever you feel at the moment. Just like anything else, you put it into practice enough, make it a habit, it's gonna start feeling normal. And after it starts feeling normal, it's gonna start feeling really, really good. And that's where I've recently got to. And I will tell you what, I don't think I'm ever gonna go back. My health, my finances, my relationships with people, my training, my schedule, my mental clarity, my emotional stability has never been stronger. And it's not just because of this schedule, this exact schedule here. It's everything. It's boxing, it's real estate, it's getting to know people, it's being connected with people, it's the way I eat, it's the content I consume, it's the content I don't consume. Just as important as what you do, what you consume, what you put out, what you vibrate internally, how you feel. The opposite of that is just as, if not more important, what you don't do, what you don't consume, what you don't entertain, who you don't hang out with or interact with. The flip side of the coin is just as important. So guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Guys, I hope this in some way has helped you out, shown you a path of life you could possibly take or try out, experiment with. Now guys, just like I run my life this way, when we work together to get you a new home or sell your current home, we're gonna be running it the exact same way, like a business. If something needs to change, if we need to make adjustments, if we need to adapt to get you the best result, that's exactly what we're gonna do, and we're gonna do it without fear. So if you have any questions, real estate, life, or otherwise, whatever it may be, reach out and we will connect and do what we need to do. Now, if you're ready to get started real estate wise, go to my bio on Instagram, click on the 2-minute Homebuyer or Homeseller Quiz I have listed in the links in my bio. Fill that out to the best of your ability. I'll reach out from there and we'll get started. Talk to you guys soon.